So no fear about that. So Melanie and Aaron, within 5 minutes of me sharing this short lesson with them, they're like, oh my gosh, this business sounds amazing. I am so glad we don't have to sell anything. Right? And I have some coaches here in my PS coaching group, and Melanie posted that yesterday. I'm so glad that Trina talked to us about connecting, sharing, and inviting, because I really don't like sales. Okay? So it's like telling somebody who's going to be doing size with Shaun T that they're not really exercising, you're just dancing. Well, you are exercising, right? They don't like exercise. Okay, here we go. Shoot the squirrels! Just kidding. If you're from PETA, don't message me later. I used to come home on the school bus from school, and I had two friends with me one day, Jill and Andrea. Walked up the stairs to our kitchen, and my mom's in the kitchen with the kitchen window open over where the sink was, and she's got a BB gun and she's shooting squirrels out of the bird feeder. And that's normal to me, so I was like, hey girls, you want a snack? What's up? And my friends were like, your mom's got a gun out your kitchen window? And it's like, oh mom, hey, I don't think the other kids do that. You know, we grew up like behind a farm. And I was like, mom, put the gun away in the pantry, right? So I put that out there so you remember the story, that you need to go shoot some squirrels. The squirrels in your business is distraction. New coaches, I'm gonna break it down very simply. Here's what's distracting you on the daily level and on the higher level, and you have to hear both because one of these can change it for you. On the daily level, what is distracting you is 17,000 different filters on your picture and being across 17 different social mediums. Why don't you just pick one or two and own them, get a picture up with a positive message about life and what you're enjoying about life and what your struggles are, and then connect with the people who notice you and move on. What distracts you is getting so caught up in having everything be perfect and look just like her post and sound like hers. Don't be perfect, just take action. What distracts you is if you only had an hour and you spend 58 minutes on the news feed, you didn't invite anybody that day. All right? So distraction on the small level is you have to be inviting and connecting with new people every day and mentoring your team. You have to do it every single day. On the larger level, this is for the other more emerging leaders, the people who are up here on stage, I'm talking to you right now. The other big, huge distraction in the business that I had to eradicate, the harshest word I could come up with for this, eradicate from my business was the distraction of comparison. It will kill you. It will kill your business. You have to be so confident that you can do this. You can invite people to health and fitness. You can invite someone to try Shakeology. You can invite someone to be on your team without doing it just like every other coach does it. So you will ask me about other coaches in the network, and sometimes I'm embarrassed about it, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm sorry, I really don't follow everybody, but I bet he's awesome. I bet she's awesome. Someone in Minneapolis yesterday was like, you are just like so-and-so. And I was like, oh, I have not met her. And they're like, I'm like, that doesn't mean I don't like her. I just don't follow everybody, right? Because it'll crush you. So I work like a dog, and I put my head down, and I work full-time with kids. So I don't work full-time in this business, but I work full-time focused in this business. I'm fierce in this business a couple hours a day. So even this morning at breakfast, when I was talking to Brigida, and she was talking about her day, and 4 hours of this in the morning, 4 hours of this in the afternoon, and I know she takes downtime and family time and all that, but initially in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I do need to be doing this. I'm like, stop it, she runs her business the way she does. I do mine the way I do, both successful, happy, move on. So I put my head down, I work, I create trainings for my team, I do my own social media, not as much as I should, don't follow me there. Follow me, but I don't post 3 times a day. I do my own thing. Then every once in a while I look up and I check out the landscape of Beachbody, and I figure out what's going on. I listen to the National Wake Up Call, I hear some ideas, boom, back to work. I don't spend my time watching other coaches to figure out what I should do. So I'm freeing you up from that right now. Make sense? Distraction on low level and high level. Seriously, don't be an asshole. Who knows where that came from? Danielle? Darren Hardy, DarrenDaily.com. If you don't get it, what? Just kidding, maybe Darren doesn't speak to you, and that's fine. But if he does, Darren Daily lesson. Don't be an asshole means stop asking for so much advice. There are so many ways to get fit, right? You can use any one of the multitude of Beachbody programs. You can walk your neighborhood, you can join a gym, you can strength train, you can just diet. So many ways to get fit, same thing, so many ways to have a successful business. Stop asking so many questions. Trust your gut that you know. Just say, you know what, I feel like inviting my mom's friends, or I feel like inviting guys I went to college with who are now out of shape, I feel like inviting them to do a challenge. Maybe I'll do a 21-day, maybe I'll do a 30-day, maybe they'll all be on the same program, maybe I'll let them pick, maybe I'll do it for free, maybe I'll charge for it. You get to decide. You get to decide. If you tried to ask every question, you'd end up with a 5/21/90-day free focused beta test group for 17 programs or just one. And that is not good marketing, right? Stop asking so much advice and just pick something and go with it. Make sense? Am I giving you freedom, peace of mind, clarity, anything? Talk about the vacation, not the flight. Here's the deal. When you're talking to somebody, this is especially for new coaches, I really think this is going to dial it in for you. When you're talking to somebody about a challenge group, you've heard this lesson in different ways, and I want you to think about it this way. This is what you say. You paint the picture of where you're going to take them. It's hard to talk with your hands. With a mic, you're cramping my style. Paint the picture. So you say, listen, end of May, you are going to wake up and feel like for the first time in a long time that you don't dread walking to your closet. You are going to get to the afternoon and not be sluggish. You are going to stop criticizing yourself for being unhealthy, unfit. You are for the first time in maybe your life going to feel so proud of yourself for sticking to this program. I'm so ready to get started. Are you? You got to paint the picture of where you're taking somebody and not tell them about the flight. So when I booked a trip to Turks and Caicos at Christmas, my friend Stacy sold me the trip. She talked about the blue waters. She talked about the white beaches, the quiet, the peace. She did not talk about the wafers I was going to get on the plane ride. That wasn't going to sell it for me. So you cannot talk about just the DVDs, just the shake, just the stuff. It's just stuff to them. I know you believe in it, and I believe in it. But they don't have to believe in it to believe in where you're going to take them. Does that make sense? So you're talking to somebody about the coaching opportunity. You want to talk about how would it feel to just get that car payment off your plate? How would it feel to put aside enough money to take your family on a Disney cruise? How would it feel to wake up not worried about money? Then you're going to join this team with me and I'm going to show you how to do it because I believe you can do it. Does that sound good? What you're not going to talk about is all this stuff, volume and points and the comp plan. And I don't even talk about network marketing. Right? Does that make sense? Paint the picture of the vacation and not the flight that's going to get them there. Make sense? I'm a presenter that needs affirmation that you're with me.
Woo! Yes!
All right. Yeah, I'm sweating like a beast up here. Not really like psyche, but I'm sweating. Okay. So getting your coaches red carpet ready, the point to this one is that in my view, and everybody leads differently, but if you want to hear from a successful coach on this, here's how I feel. You cannot wash, rinse, repeat, duplicate success for your coaches. I know we're in network marketing and they teach us to create duplicatable systems and to teach people to walk through it just like you did. I personally think there's a better way. You don't bring one person in front of you who needs to lose 50 pounds, a second person in front of you who needs to lose 50 pounds, and coach them the exact same way. They might need a different fitness program. They might need different coaching. One snacks at night, one skips breakfast. You have to customize success. So you need to get your coaches customized in their business. You wouldn't see two actresses wearing the same dress with the same hair on the red carpet, right? And they're successful. You don't dress your coaches the same way for success. You have got to dial in and help them create their own business plan. And that sounds scary because you're like, oh, a business plan? Woo! Yikes! You can do that. A business plan is like someone's either going to start with a 5-day clean eating challenge, or they're going to go right into talking to somebody about the 21-day fix, or they're going to go right to the business and say, I'm in this business that's changed my life. If you want to earn some income, I'll take you along with me. Everyone's got to start somewhere differently, so don't make people sheep and make them do all the same thing. You can, of course, use common practices. You can, of course, use a lot of the tools provided to you by Beachbody and your own team, but just don't force everybody in the same hole. Make sense? Yes, red carpet ready. Give them a custom business plan. Dun, 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 dun. Congrats, you made it through my presentation, and you, my big word of the day for you, is that you, where you are, right now in your business, right now in your life, with the skills that you have, what you know about Beachbody, you are already an expert. What I need you to do, what your family needs you to do, what your team and future team needs you to do, is embrace it, own it, stand tall and confident, and be an expert in changing lives that you are. Thanks for your time today.
Oh my goodness, did that not rock your world? That was amazing! I couldn't type with my thumbs fast enough, goodness. All right, Greg's getting the slides up.